Hi ladies and gentlemen, Sean Davies, Coloradoreinsman. I am here with Mr. Romeo. This is going to be his 5th ride. Now what I've done, if you watch the first couple lessons with him, the first ride he didn't have hardly any forward, and I really had to work hard to get forward with him. Second ride, with the help of one of my clients, we got a little bit more forward with the flag. On my 3rd ride, I kind of found the secret for him. I did something that I don't always recommend everybody else do. I took him out on the trail, and he walked and trotted out on that trail like we've done it a million times before. And then I brought him back in here and worked a little bit, and he got better forward. His 4th ride, I only rode him a couple minutes in the round pen, then I took him on the trail, and then when I brought him back, I put him in this big arena for the first time, and actually the second time, and we got the most beautiful trot. We're still working on picking up a little bit more of a canter or a lope in here in the round pen. So I'm going to see if all that trail riding on 2 occasions has done him a little better today in here. Then I'm going to ride him in the big arena. He doesn't really like riding in arenas. He loves it out on the trail. But, for his 5th ride, I'm expecting him to be a little bit better. So let's just go ahead and get to it. He doesn't even quiver when I put this saddle on anymore, and the first time I ever tried to put a saddle on him, he tried to buck out from underneath it. So I know this horse has never been terribly ridden, or ridden terribly too much. So I'm going to just go ahead and get up on him. And he's not too worried about mounting and stuff like that anymore. He's pretty soft. Now one thing I almost forgot, one thing I've got on my feet today is my spurs, and I haven't ridden him with spurs. I've just got to make sure I don't touch him with these things, because I had them on and I just forgot about it. With some of these green horses, I don't really ride with spurs too much. I'm going to ask him to bend around. Now you see I've got my old real soft starter bosel on him, or bosel, and I've wrapped that nose with medical tape so he won't get any rubbing on that nose. And I'm just doing that because at this point, if I got a honk on him around to disengage him, then I'm not going to hurt him. But I'm going to introduce him to that snaffle bit pretty soon. Now he pulled his head away, and I'm not going to let him do that. See, he's thinking I'm just going to pull. And I said, no, you're just going to sit there. Good boy. Good boy. Now I'm going to ask him, I'm going to just put my right leg on him right here and tell him which way I was going to bend him next. And you notice he said, oh, something's touching my right side. Because there are a lot of times you'll try and bend them, these green horses, past that front end and change that eye, and it really spooks them. So on occasion, I bump them with my leg, or just touch them with my leg and tell them where I'm coming. Good boy. And I don't have hardly any pressure on that. Now, you'll see as I move this rein around and I pick up this rein, I'll put my left leg on him. Watch him bend his head right there. Beautiful. And now I'll take up that slack and just bend him to my hip and get him to give. He's kind of hanging on me there. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, stop. Now I'm going to bump him right here and ask him to drop his nose. We worked on that a little bit. Good boy. Now I'm going to push my seat forward and bump him forward. I'm going to say, let's go. And he's starting to get the hang of that. Bumping. Let's go. Good boy. And all I want him to do is move. Now if you saw the first video, you see this horse got about 1,000 times more forward, which is great. I just want him to move forward. What a difference. What a difference. Love that difference. Now he's pushing on me right there. I'm going to reach in on this rein and lift that shoulder up and bump my leg out, bump him out to the rail right there. He felt a little nick of a spur. I'm going to bump him forward. You're a good boy. Good boy. I'm going to ask him to get back out here on the rail a little bit. See, I've started teaching him what that thing on his nose does. If I lift this and hold this rein over here soft, he should get off that in my leg. Good boy. Good boy. Now I'm going to get past the gate here. Bump him right here because he wants to slow down to my camera. Now I'm going to pick him up to a little bit of a trot here. That's about 1,000 times better. He wants to canter. He got a little silly there. He said, "Oh my God, we're cantering." That's the first time we've rolled right into a canter. Now, if he does that kind of stuff, I'm just going to take his head away. He's getting a little silly here. He said, "Wow, we canter." Got a little silly. Woo. Got a little silly. Better be able to ride that. I'm going to say get your butt going. Good boy. Say get your butt going. Good boy. You realize he couldn't get me off? Now we stop and pet him. Now, see, I didn't let him rest and think about that little blow up. I said, "Don't do that, Junior." Let him go. Little take of that face away, solve that issue. Good boy. Get off my leg. I'm going to tell him, get off my leg. Get off my leg. Tell him, move that shoulder. He's going, "What is that?" Move that shoulder. Now I'm going to take my right leg. Bump him forward here. Bump him forward. I'm already very pleased with him. Ask him to turn a little circle here. Bump at him. A little circle. A little circle. Bump him forward. Change him right here. Change him right here. Bump him out here. Get him moving. Get my right rein set up so if I got to take that face away, I can. I'll look around. Good boy. Just sit. Just sit and walk. Good boy. And rub him. I'm going to get him off my leg right here. Raise that shoulder up. Put my weight on this outside. Bump him off this right leg. See, he was out wanting to... Okay, I'm going to have to get in there. Bump him off that right leg. Get that step diagonal. Get off of that leg. I'm saying get off that leg. Good boy. Get off that leg. Get off that leg. Get off that leg. Use my calf. Don't want to hit him with that spur. There is a nice little drop with his nose. Let's get him off this leg. There we go. Good boy. Bump forward, bump forward, bump forward. I want to say good boy while he keeps going. Good boy. Woo! He's pushing on me. I'm going to raise this inside shoulder up and get him off that leg. Get him off that leg. Bump him out. Bump him out. If I got to get harder. There's a step. Drive forward. Good boy. Put a little rhythm with my legs. Now, I'd like to be able to just give him his head and canter around. He gets so worried about that. I got to get my balance right. Good boy. Now let's try to, if I get a couple panels, I'll be happy. Beautiful. He's looking at the camera. Oh, see, today is going to be a short ride for this little fella. Gonna get moving. Good boy. Get moving. Boy, if you don't have forward motion, you don't have anything. So I'm working on that. Working on that. Let me bend him this way. Get him off that shoulder. Drop his nose in. I like that. Let's back him up. Oh, sexy smooth right there. Very smooth. I'm going to ask him to bump forward. Bump forward into that. Bump forward into that. Good boy, dropping his nose. Oh, we're going to be sexy riding, I'm telling you. With his blue eyes and my height. Look at that drop. Good boy. Ask him to drop. Drove on my leg right there. I'm going to ask him to drop in. Look at that. I won't have to work too much. Let's get a stop. Let's get a back up. One. Put my legs out here. Oh, barely anything on that balsa. Woo! You know, in my mind, that's enough for this young man. So I'm going to do something for him that he'll enjoy. And that's take him down the trail for a few minutes. And I'll get some video down the road of that. Because he gave me, this was the toughest area for him to give me forward in. Pretty soon I'll be riding him around that big arena like it's nothing. So stay tuned. Ride number 5 with Romeo. You're going to see some really, really good things out of this young horse. Well, stay tuned.